You walk up to the Grand Palace. A Thai person ahead of you pays 30 baht to enter. You step up. The price, 500 baht, same palace, same experience, but you're charged 16 times more because you're foreign. Welcome to dual pricing in Bangkok, the dirty little secret that's finally driving tourists away. Bangkok just got named the most visited city in the world for the 5th year running. Over 30 million tourists in 2025, but scratch beneath the surface and you'll find something disturbing. Tourist complaints surged so badly that the Ministry of Tourism had to hold an emergency meeting. Over 1,800 angry comments poured in on social media. And the number one complaint? Dual pricing. But it's not just that. It's the scams, the assault, the feeling of being a walking ATM. Let's talk about why tourists are avoiding Bangkok. Let's start with the most offensive issue, dual pricing. Because this isn't just about paying a bit extra, it's systemic discrimination written into law. Here's how it works. National parks, Thais pay 30 baht. Foreigners pay 300 baht. That's 10 times more. The Grand Palace? Thais pay 30 baht. Foreigners pay 500 baht, 16 times more. Temples, museums, cultural sites, almost everywhere you go, there are two prices. One for locals, one for foreigners. And it's not just tourist attractions. Bangkok's public transportation just introduced discriminatory fares. Starting in August 2025, Thai nationals can ride the BTS and MRT for a capped 20 baht per trip. Foreigners? They pay standard distance-based fares ranging from 15 to 62 baht. Bangkok just became the first city in the world with discriminatory pricing in public transport based on nationality. Congratulations. Defenders say it's justified because Thais pay taxes and earn less. Except foreign workers who live in Thailand and pay taxes still get charged foreigner prices. Tourists from Cambodia or Vietnam who earn far less than upper-class Thais still pay more. And charging different prices based on nationality is discrimination. Period. A Facebook group called Two Price Thailand has 7,000 members posting evidence of price discrimination. Some attractions post prices in Thai numerals so foreigners can't read them. The government promised to eliminate dual pricing in April 2025 after complaints exploded. The tourism minister said the dual pricing system will be eliminated. But has it been eliminated? No, it's still happening everywhere. But dual pricing is just one symptom of a bigger problem. Bangkok treats tourists like ATMs, not people. Let me give you a day in the life of a tourist in Bangkok. You land at the airport. You need cash. ATM withdrawal fee? 220 to 250 baht? That's about $7 just to access your own money. In 2025, you grab a taxi. The driver refuses to use the meter. He quotes you 500 baht for a ride that should cost 150. You argue. He gets aggressive. You pay. You arrive at your hotel. You want to visit the Grand Palace. A friendly local approaches. Oh, so sorry. The palace is closed today for special ceremony, but I know a very good temple, very cheap. Come with me. It's a scam. The Grand Palace isn't closed. He's taking you to a gem shop where he gets a commission. You wise up. You go straight to the Grand Palace. You pay 500 baht to enter. A Thai person next to you paid 30 baht. You're hungry. You sit down at a restaurant. The menu shows prices in Thai numerals. You order. The bill arrives. It's double what you expected. You complain. The staff shrugs. What are you going to do? You want to see the floating markets. Someone offers you a boat ride. 2,000 baht per hour. You negotiate down to 1,000. Later, you find out the official price is 400 baht per person on a shared boat. You got ripped off. You head back to your hotel. You take a canal boat. When you arrive at your stop, the driver stops a few meters from the pier and demands extra money. Unless you want to swim, you pay. This is not an exaggeration. These are the most common scams in Bangkok, and they happen every single day to thousands of tourists. A MasterCard study from May 2025 found that 48% of fraud cases in Bangkok involve taxis and car rentals. Compare that to Hong Kong or Barcelona, where the figure is just 2%. Compare the market-ranked Bangkok as the #1 city in the world for pickpocketing and tourist scams in 2025. The Grand Palace was named the worst tourist attraction globally for scams and theft. That's your reality. As a tourist in Bangkok, you're not a guest. You're a target. Now let's inject some dark humor because honestly, some of this is absurd. Bangkok markets itself as the land of smiles, but tourists are starting to call it the land of smiles until you check your receipt. One tourist joked, I've been to Bangkok 3 times, I've been scammed 3 times. At this point, I'm just budgeting for the scam. It's like a tourist tax, except it's not official. Another visitor described trying to pay with a credit card at a street vendor. The vendor pointed to a sign, minimum 200 baht for card. Fine. He ordered more food to hit the minimum. Then the vendor added, card machine broken, cash only. Classic. Or take the tuk-tuk drivers. They're like used car salesmen on 3 wheels. You want tour? I give you good price. See Grand Palace, Wat Pho, Floating Market, Gem Shop. Wait, Gem Shop? Yes, very good gems. Special price today only. Right. One traveler described negotiating with a tuk-tuk driver for 5 minutes, agreeing on 150 baht for a short ride. Halfway through, the driver stops. Oh, I forgot. This road closed. Must take different way. Now 300 baht. What are you going to do? Get out in the middle of traffic? And dual pricing has created some genuinely comedic situations. One expat with a Thai ID card walked up to a national park entrance with his foreign-looking friend. He paid 30 baht, his friend paid 300 baht. They're both foreigners. One just has the right card. Another expat described going to a temple with his Thai wife and half-Thai children. The kids looked Thai, so they got in for 20 baht each. He looked foreign, so he paid 200 baht. Same family, different prices. It's so absurd, it's almost funny. Except it's not. It's insulting. But dual pricing and scams are annoying. Assault and organized crime? That's dangerous. In April 2025, over 1,800 comments flooded a Bangkok Post article about declining tourism. Complaints weren't just about dual pricing. They were about safety, assault, overcharging, threats from criminal groups, and extortion. Multiple tourists reported being drugged in bars and robbed. ATMs have skimmers to steal PIN codes. Fake police officers demand to see wallets and pocket cash. In January 2025, Chinese actor Wang Xing was lured from Bangkok to a Myanmar scam compound. Flight cancellations from China surged 150%. 10,000 tourists canceled trips immediately. The government promised tourist assistance centers and launched apps. But none of that addresses the root problem. The culture of scamming tourists is so ingrained that businesses see nothing wrong with it. Let's talk about the infrastructure issues. Because even if you avoid the scams, Bangkok's infrastructure will ruin your vacation. Traffic is unbearable. Bangkok is one of the most congested cities in the world. Airport to hotel can take 2 hours for 30 kilometers. You'll spend half your vacation in gridlock. Air pollution is chronic. In January 2025, PM 2.5 hit 108 micrograms per cubic meter. Safe limit is 37.5. The city briefly had the worst air quality in the world. Schools closed. Street spraying trucks tried to wash pollution out of the air. Imagine booking a tropical vacation and wearing a face mask because the air is toxic. Flooding is regular. Streets turn into rivers multiple times per year. One visitor arrived during flooding. The street was knee-deep in water. I spent 3 days watching Thai TV in my room. And cleanliness is an issue. Streets are littered. Sidewalks cracked and blocked by vendors, public, toilets often filthy. The city feels neglected. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Bangkok is still the most visited city in the world. So how can I say tourists are avoiding it? Bangkok gets tourists because of momentum. It's on the backpacker trail. It's a hub for connecting flights. It's famous. People go because they think they're supposed to. But satisfaction is declining. The government's data shows foreign arrivals to Thailand declined 0.2% in April 2025. The Ministry of Tourism held an emergency meeting to address the surge of negative feedback. That doesn't happen if everything is fine. Bangkok is living off its reputation as affordable, exotic, and welcoming. But it's not affordable anymore. It's not as exotic as Vietnam, and it's not welcoming when you're charged 16 times more than the person next to you. Bangkok is like a restaurant that used to be great but has gone downhill. It still gets customers because of its old reputation. But those customers leave disappointed and tell their friends to go elsewhere. So what needs to change? Let me be specific. First, eliminate dual pricing. Not promise to eliminate it, actually eliminate it. One price for everyone. If national parks need more funding, raise the price for everyone to a fair level. But charging foreigners 10 times more? That's discrimination, period. Second, crack down on scams, not reactive enforcement when things go viral. Proactive undercover operations, arrest taxi drivers who refuse to use meters, shut down businesses that overcharge tourists. Make examples of scammers so others think twice. Third, fix the infrastructure, improve air quality, upgrade public transport, fix the drainage so the city doesn't flood every time it rains. Clean the streets. Make Bangkok a place people actually want to visit, not just a place they feel obligated to visit. Fourth, train service workers to treat tourists with respect. The famous Thai smile shouldn't be transactional. It should be genuine. Invest in hospitality training. Pay workers fairly so they're not resentful. Create a culture where tourists feel welcomed, not targeted. Fifth, be honest. Stop pretending everything is fine. Admit the problems. Tourists respect honesty. They don't respect spin and denial. And finally, stop treating tourists like walking ATMs. We're people. We chose to visit your city. We're contributing to your economy. The least you can do is treat us with basic respect and fairness. Look, Bangkok is still an incredible city. The food is amazing, the temples are stunning, the culture is rich, the nightlife is vibrant. But the experience is being ruined by greed and short-sightedness. Dual pricing, scams, pollution, traffic. These are all fixable problems, but they require political will and long-term thinking. Right now, Bangkok is extracting maximum value from tourists while providing minimum value in return. That's not sustainable. Eventually, tourists will stop coming, and by the time Bangkok wakes up to that reality, it'll be too late. Other cities are learning from Bangkok's mistakes. Hanoi, Kuala Lumpur, and Manila are positioning themselves as more affordable, more authentic, and fairer alternatives. And tourists are listening. So yes, tourists are avoiding Bangkok. Not all tourists, not yet. But the trend is clear. Satisfaction is down, complaints are up, word of mouth is turning negative. Bangkok can course correct, but it needs to start now, because every tourist who gets scammed, overcharged, or treated unfairly becomes an ambassador against Bangkok. And in the age of social media, one bad experience can reach millions of people. So should you visit Bangkok? That's up to you. If you go, be prepared. Research scams beforehand. Use Grab instead of flagging taxis. Avoid anyone offering you unsolicited help. Carry cash for dual pricing situations. Budget extra for the inevitable overcharging, and lower your expectations. Bangkok won't look like the Instagram photos. You'll encounter scams, traffic, pollution, and frustration. But if you go in knowing that, you can still have a good time. The temples are still beautiful. The food is still delicious. The nightlife is still wild. Just don't expect to be treated fairly. Because as long as dual pricing exists, as long as scams are tolerated, and as long as tourists are seen as ATMs instead of people, Bangkok will keep driving visitors away. The city has a choice. Respect tourists and build a sustainable industry, or keep exploiting them and watch the momentum run out. Right now, it's choosing exploitation, and tourists are starting to notice. Have you been to Bangkok recently? What was your experience with dual pricing and scams? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more travel reality checks. See you in the next one.